For those of you who don't know me, I'm WaffleTicket, and I'm challenging all the Twitch streamers to a heads-up challenge. This is the match. This is the first one. It's versus Paul Punts. Let's go. It's going to be the first 3-bet pot of the game. He raises it up. We have ace-8 offsuit here. So standard 3-bet pre-flop. Paul Punts was definitely a challenging opponent. He was very skilled at playing cash heads up. As the match progressed, I started to definitely find exploitive spots in his play, but the match ended after 2 hours. All right, next hand, we have pocket 5s here. We raise it up. Paul calls. Good flop. We're going to just do a simple range bet. I could probably have bet more here. Probably should have done more of like a half bet pot. He check raises and we're going to fold. All right, so this next hand will be a little interesting. I raise it up with ace-8 offsuit. Good flop for us. Ace-king out there. We're going to do a range bet. I would have liked to see a little bit bigger bet here. He didn't 3-bet, though, so his range is pretty wide. Deuce on the turn. Now, we decide to check here with the offsuit ace-8. Trying to maximize value against the king. Probably should have bet. It's going to work out for us, though. Paul bets out. We just call for value, and he shows us the wheel. Nice hand. All right, next hand here. We got the snowman on the button, one of my favorites. Paul 3-bets. We could have 4-bet here or called a 3-bet. That's more on us. I think we decided to go for the call. Flop the set. There we go. Come on, let's get paid. Paul bets out half pot. And we decide to do something maybe a little bit crazy here. We go all in. Paul quickly folds. Nice hand. All right, next hand. We got 10-9 offsuit. Paul makes the standard 3x raise. He was mixing up the 3x raise and 2x raise. Flop ace-6-5. Hit our 10 on the turn. We're loving that. Paul bets. Range here. We check. Paul puts out another small bet. We call. He shows the queens. I think that hand was fine. So up until this point, this is the first real big pot out of the match. We 3-bet with king 3 offsuit. Not really the best big first pot of the match we want to be playing with this hand, but we decided to take a stand. Paul had been raising every hand on the button. It's a hard bet to make here. We're going to check. Paul checks behind. Nice turn. We have a gutter ball. 2 probably does not help him too much, really, if at all. We have a 3, so we make a 75% bet. Paul's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. When he's taking this long, don't really know what he could be thinking about. Could be thinking about making a raise. But yeah, Paul really puts us through the blender on this one. He's making us sweat this shit out. You can tell by my face and on the screen. I'm not liking this, how long it's taken. He makes the call, which was like, ugh, we don't like this. I should be going all in right here, like indiscriminately, just shipping it. But it's so early in the heads-up match. I decide not to, and I take the check. We check. Paul's going to teach me right here why you're supposed to bet this third bullet or second bullet and bluff. Paul calls with ace queen, ace high. I am pretty sure if I go all in on that river, he's folding. Next hand, we raise with jack 10 offsuit. As you can see, someone in my chat was calling me out for being fucking bad. And I am fully admitting that in chat. That was probably top 2 worst hand right there. Number 2 worst hand. All right, back to this hand. Jack 10. We're just going to let Paul kind of take the lead on this one. He checks. Make a nice value bet here. We get the call by King 3. All right, we're back in it. Next hand, King Jack offsuit. We're going to do a little 4-bet. This is the first 4-bet of the match for me. I think maybe before this, Paul had maybe one. Yeah, that was probably the first or second 4-bet of the match right there. All right, right into the next hand. We went on a little bit of a rush of cards. We got King Jack 2 hands in a row. All right, we win it again. All right, next time we get pocket 5s. We 3-bet. Nice 3-bet with 5s here. I like it. Paul was taking his time. It would have been nice if it was a little bit quicker of actions each hand, but he was playing multiple tables. I think I could bet here sometimes too. I check. I make the call. I'm going to definitely get bluffed out a lot of times here based off of how I play. I go for a weird donk bet, trying to represent, I guess, like the king. This is top 3 worst hand of the match, in my opinion. Don't really like how I played this hand. I didn't have a plan. I think I was getting a little frustrated. Paul was being very aggressive. It was rare for Paul to ever check back a hand, which is smart. That's how you play heads up. But when I'm not connecting, not hitting cards, it gets frustrating. And the one time I made a stab with the King 3, he fought back and he wins with the 6-5. Again, bad spot for me. I should have bet the river that hand. All right, Ace King offsuit. We're waiting. We're waiting. Come on, Paul. We want to get that 3-bet in. All right, we make the 3-bet with Ace King. Come on, Paul. We got this, man. There we go. He makes the call. Flop top pair. We like it. There we go. This match lasted about 2 hours, a little bit more, 2 hours and 15 minutes total. I squeezed it down into 30 minutes for this match. Kind of a shitty turn card. I wasn't too happy about that. It puts out, we have none of those flush draws, so we bet we're going to pretty much call any kind of raises here because we don't have any of the outs, right? We have ace, queen outs. That's it. So all the flush draw and straight draw outs are out there. Paul ships it. We know we're calling. We make a grumble call, though. I'm not thrilled. Obviously, I want to get it in, but like I'm really annoyed about having to get my money in here with this hand on this spot. We could be drawing pretty much even money against some hands. He shows us the naked flush. We get there. First big pot of the match. Up 100 big blinds. We're happy. All right, so this next time we have ace-9 offsuit. We raise it up. Paul has chipped away at our lead that we had just gotten from being all in. It's kind of a bummer, but it's kind of what it is and heads up. It's definitely a boxing match. Back and forth, back and forth. We're going to go for the 4-bet here. Let's take it down. Paul goes all in. It's super annoying. We're going to fold there. Shows us the pocket queens. All right. Big pocket pair for us finally. Paul has made most of his money back. He's probably feeling good. We're hoping we can get some of that money back with kings here. At this point in the match, we are down probably only about 10 big blinds. The rake is brutal at 50 NL. Heads up. We bet again. Like that bet. Paul's, again, thinking about it. He folds. We take it down. All right. Right back into it with queens. We're really trying. Paul has made most of his money back. He's in for 200 big blinds. We're only in for 100. We have queens. King comes out on the flop. I like the check. He bets. I like the call. We're just going to keep it small here. I'm not folding. We take it down. Nice hand. All right, so next hand, we had raised it up with Jack-8 offsuit on the button. We c-bet. He called. Turn the trips. That's what we like to see. We think about it. We bet pretty big here. Paul really starts to think about it. He had just gotten back from a break. And he was also playing other tables. I think he starts to shut down some of those games as this match progressed. He makes the raise. Interesting raise here. Puts us in a kind of a awkward spot because, yes, he could have a bigger jack than us. Whatever. We call. We have 49, so we still have plenty of chips to play with. He's got $65. It's not a great river card for us. Queen 10 gets there. No spade. Is Paul going to try to bluff again? That's the real question. Does Paul decide to bluff? He checks. And we're kind of in an interesting spot. We're not going to get bluffed off the hand. So we're going to make the bet. I don't think Queen 10 checks on the river after doing a check raise there. And that's it. All right, next hand we have Ace 10 offsuit here. We raise on the button. Paul is thinking about it. Goes for the 3-bet here. We just call. Definitely 4-bet possibility at times there. Paul does a c-bet. We call. He checks. I think it's a great spot for us to, yeah. Nice hand. Good job, WaffleTicket. Next hand here, we have aces. We're just hoping. Raise, Paul. All right, we're definitely going to go in for the 3-bet. Make the 3-bet. I just want to point out, too, we've made a little bit of a comeback here. Really chipped away at Paul's stack. If you look in the chat, too, he was talking about the jack hand where we turn trips. And he's saying the 9. He almost went all in there, and the 9 stopped him. It's a shame. Would have been nice. Paul's thinking. He makes the call. I think with aces here, you just got to keep going. Let's hope that he has a queen, and he's just going to... We check the turn. I think that was a really bad check on the turn. Paul makes a pretty standard bet. We call. He shows us king 9. Curious. I think he calls the 9 on the turn and hits the king, but you never know. All right, next hand, ace 10 here. Again, we open up. Yeah, Paul's already talking about ending the game, so it's okay. He 3-bets, we call. We hit our ace. We're happy with that. I like it. Half pot again for Paul. A little bit more. Less. Sorry. We call. He bets big here. Now, Paul was not showing a tendency. This is the first I've seen him do a 3-bet bet, big bet, okay? With the ace out there. We hadn't gotten in too many spots where this had happened. So I knew he had a good hand. You can see that in the shot that I'm really thinking about. I'm actually thinking about folding here too. Thinking about calling, folding, or raising. I decide to go the more aggressive way. And I have to say, I think I was a little bit on tilt. This was a bad hand in my opinion. He had the ace 3. He got lucky on the flop, but nice hand, Paul. All right, next hand, ace 8. We are now officially stuck 100 big blinds. It's a good flop. We call. He bets out. 3 of diamonds on the turn. Again, he bets out big. I hadn't seen, like, when he's going to bet here, all right? And, like, I hadn't seen him do any triple barrels, okay? He was checking rivers in plenty of spots. He was checking turns with bluffs. So my alarm signals are already going off. He rips it all in right here. That's an easy fold. He shows us the king 5. Jack 10 offsuit. We raise it up. Flop top pair. We're really trying to battle here. Like, we're probably now stuck a little bit, like 150 big blinds. So we're trying. Time was running out. Part of it. Literally right when he said he had that timer on, he said 50 more minutes. He got the luck on his side, which was like really frustrating for me. You see that you can tell that I'm getting frustrated. I make a horrible fold right there. All right, WaffleTicket, come on, get your shit together. Let's go. All right, 5-6 offsuit. Paul raises it on the button. We call, we defend, we flop trips. Come on, this is our shot to make it back here. Range bet from Paul. We go for the check raise. I like it. He calls. Deuce of clubs here. You can already see that the tilt's like kind of settling in on me right here. I'm getting frustrated. I'm excited about this flop. He makes a big bet. And we just call. That would have been a great spot to check raise again on the turn. Instead, we make the call. And then we go for like a weird mid-raise check here. And this is one of the worst plays of the match. We lose a bunch of money because of this. We should have just made the call on the river here. Flushes beat us. The straight beats us. Yeah, and he has a straight. All right, we got Jack 10 offsuit. We're going to raise on the button. Paul's asking me about the hand with the trip 5s. He asked me if I called off my stack if he snaps all in. I say no, and then I say maybe. I wasn't really I was trying to get my money back, and I started to really lose sight of the game here. Was not happy with my play. The last 30 minutes of the game, my play really fell off. So, a little upset by that. I make the muck. He's got ace queen. It's fine. All right, this next hand, we have ace 9 of hearts suited on the button. We raise it up. 3x. Now, at this point in the match, we are pretty deep into it. We're stuck a little bit. We're not happy. We're down about 3 buy-ins. And so this is definitely WaffleTicket's form of tilt. You're going to see me on tilt right here. Too smart for my own good, essentially. The overall theme of this match was, up until this point, I should have been just a little bit more aggressive in my hands. Would I have won, lost more money? Who knows? But this hand's a perfect example of being too passive and then finding your spot where you feel like you should fold. I should never be folding this hand. And I do, fully out of tilt. Worst hand of the match. Could pretty much end the video right here after this one. This is like the epitome of just playing bad. All right, so that ends the match between Paul Punts and I. Paul Punts ended up winning 3 buy-ins. Not crazy for a 2-hour heads-up match. He ran really good. He also played well. Hard to beat someone that is getting good cards and plays really well. That's going to put us right now 0-1 for our heads-up challenge. It's a bummer to start off with a loss, but hey, it was a 50-50 shot, right? Next match will be September 8th. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with the matches. And I hope to see you guys in chat.